Namaskar, friends. Today's topic is learn, unlearn, and relearn. We live in a world that changes faster than ever before. Technology changes, careers change, teaching methods also change. Even the way we communicate changes. But there is one skill that remains constant, and that is the ability to learn. However, today learning alone is not enough. To survive and succeed in this century, we must learn, unlearn, and relearn. The first thing is learn. From childhood, we are trained to learn. We learn language, we learn numbers, we learn behavior, we learn culture, we learn skills. Learning builds our foundation. Learning gives us confidence. Learning shapes our identity. Here is a powerful truth. What helped us yesterday may not help us tomorrow. That brings us to the second step. And the second step is unlearn. Friends, unlearning is difficult. You know why? Because it challenges our ego. Unlearning forces us to question what we already know. Unlearning asks us to admit that something we believed for many years, something we believed for a great number of time, may no longer be useful. Imagine a teacher who has taught in one way for 20 years. Suddenly, digital tools enter the classroom. If the teacher says, "This is not my way," growth stops. But if the teacher says, "Let me explore this," transformation begins. Unlearning does not mean rejecting experience. Unlearning means updating it. Think about technology. Once people memorized phone numbers. Today, what is happening? Smartphones store them. The skill has shifted. If we keep holding on to outdated methods without questioning them, we actually limit ourselves. Unlearning in that case is courage. Unlearning requires humility to say, maybe there is a better way. Now comes the most powerful step, that is to relearn. Relearning is not starting from zero, it's actually rebuilding with wisdom, it's learning with awareness, it's combining experience with new knowledge. For instance, traditional teaching focused heavily on memorization. Today, education emphasizes critical thinking and creativity. A wise educator relearns how to teach, keeping values intact but changing methods. In careers, too, the same rule applies. A professional who refuses to update his skills becomes irrelevant, but one who relearns continuously stays valuable. Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you unlearned something? Maybe you once believed that failure means weakness, but later you realized that failure is not weakness, failure is feedback. Maybe you once thought discipline is restriction, but later you understood that discipline is freedom. That shift, that transformation is relearning. The biggest danger in life is not ignorance. The biggest danger is thinking we already know everything. When we stop learning, we stop growing. It's a continuous process. When we refuse to unlearn, we stop evolving. When we avoid relearning, we become outdated. In the digital age, knowledge has a shorter lifespan. Skills expire, information updates. The only sustainable advantage is adaptability. And adaptability begins with this kind of mindset. What mindset? Mindset like I am always a student. Even the greatest leaders continue learning. Even the most experienced teachers upgrade themselves. Even the most successful entrepreneurs reinvent their strategies because growth is not a one time event, it is a continuous process. I earn, I learn to build your foundation. Learning is for building your foundation. Unlearning is to remove your limitations. And relearning is to reinvent yourself. Remember, the world doesn't reward the most knowledgeable person, it rewards the most adaptable person. Namaskar. Thank you very much.